Hi everyone, it's Gloria with Glory Be Resale, and I'm here to do what sold last week. And that was January 13th to the 19th. It did start off kind of slow last week, but it ended up picking up at the end of the week. Thank goodness for eBay last week. So the first thing that we sold on eBay is this Woolrich brown wool sweater. And this sold for $28, and the cost to me on it was $5.99. Next item to sell was this Y2K Fallout t-shirt. This I took an offer of $15. I took a couple of crappy offers in the beginning of the week just because I wanted to get sales going. Um, and this was one of them. Happy to see it go. I didn't have a lot of interest in it, so I sold it for $15. The cost to me on it was $4.99. The next item to sell was this Christopher and Banks stretch gray pencil skirt. And this also I took an offer of $15. And the cost to me on it was $4.99. So those were not good sales, but both items didn't have a lot of interest. So sell it and get the money back to spend on better things. Next item, this one was a good sale. And these cats sold for the full asking price of $39. And I'm not quite sure. I'm going to take a quick look to see what I paid for those. Thinking it was probably around $5, but I'm not quite sure. So let's take a quick look. The cost of goods was $3, so that was a very good turnaround. $3 that I paid out for them and made $39 on them. Next item that I sold was this Beretta green sweater, new with tags, and this sold for the full asking price of $38, and the cost to me on this was $6.49. Next item to sell on eBay was this Banana Republic blue cardigan, and this sold for $28, and the cost to me on it was $5.99. The next item to sell, this was a very good sale. This was a mid-century 1960s inflatable footstool, and this had flowers inside of it. This I sold for the full. Did I sell it for the full asking price? I think I did. Yes, the full asking price of $178, and the cost to me on it was $5. So that was an excellent sale. Next item, another excellent sale. This was an embossed bronze sculpture, and this is Icarus laying on the ground after he flew too close to the sun. This is the Greek mythology Icarus. This was just, I really liked this piece, and I'd say this is probably from the 50s or 60s, but it was a very cool piece. And this, I took an offer of $235, and the cost to me on this was $35. So that was a nice profit also. And I don't think I had this that long. I think I got this at the very beginning of the fall. So maybe, well, I say that maybe say October or November, more likely November. So it really didn't take very long to sell at all. Next item to sell was this Massimo Dutti dress, and this is a full-length dress. This sold for, I took an offer of $90, and the cost to me on this was $9.99. So very good sale. Next item was this set of 6 wicker and wood coasters, bamboo coasters, and this sold for the full asking price of $30, and the cost to me on this was $1. So another great sale. So we've started to make up at the end of the week for sure for those kind of crappy sales at the beginning of the week. So, and another item that I just listed these not too long ago. I'd say in the last, I think I might have just listed them last week. I bought them at a yard sale during the summer for $1.50, and this is 4 medallions that go on the wall to hold back curtains. And I sold these. I took an offer on these for $21.25, and again, the cost to me was $1.50, and they sold very fast once I listed them. So I'm still working at trying to get things listed around here. So happy to see those go. Nice quick sale because I never even got them put away. Next item. These I have not had all that long either. I forget. I think I picked these up at a yard sale or an estate sale kind of at the end of the summer. And this is 4 Lenox glasses with the birds on them. And I got the full asking price of $69 on this set of 4 glasses. And the cost to me on them was $5. So, nice sale. And the last one on eBay was this Victor Costa black dress. And this had a, I forget what you call this little poof on the back here, the bustle. And this I sold for, I took an offer of $40. I've had this for quite a while. Nice dress, but I just have a hard time with strapless and black. Just showing black is a little hard. It was a nice dress, and Victor Costa is it's a good name, designer name. So I paid $1, and I ended up getting 40. So very good turnaround. Now over to Poshmark. Poshmark was, everything else was last week, but what are you going to do? The first sale on Poshmark, which I don't have here, I had to refund. It was a sweater that, I don't know, for whatever reason, it was listed in inventory, but it wasn't there, so I had to refund it. It was an LL Bean cardigan, so I didn't bring it over here. Then I sold this snowboarding jacket, which I've had for over a year. And somebody gave me an offer of $25, and I accepted it. I paid $5. I wanted it gone. It was taking up room, and though I thought it was cool, it just didn't get the attention that I thought it would. It was a vintage snowboarding, and I don't know if you can see here, you get the Statue of Liberty with the skull there. Remember, it's up to you. Better Everything magazine. It was just kind of cool. It had some cool graphics all over it, but again, it just didn't have anything. Didn't get a lot of attention, so I happily took $25 and time to move on. Next item, which I didn't have this very long, but this was a newer Talbots, and it was the quality on it. I didn't think was not high quality material for Talbots, and it had these puffy sleeves too, which, eh. So somebody sent me an offer of $15. I accepted it. The cost to me on it was $4.99. So I made very little money on it, but I was happy to move it along. Next item was this vintage 1976 pair of Dot Industry flower wall plaques, and somebody sent me an offer of $27, and I accepted that. The cost to me on this pair was $1. Next item to sell was this Rosebud Mining Company. This hooded sweatshirt. I took an offer of $29, and the cost to me on it was $6.49. But I do all right with this. I've had multiple items of Rosebud Mining. I think most of them usually were hats, but they seem to sell off. So I pick them up when I see them. I think I just saw a jacket that I did not pick up, but that's okay. Next item is this pair of Sperry boots, duck boots, and these I don't think I've had listed that long. I know I just moved them into inventory last week, and maybe I don't know how long these have been up, but sometimes when you touch things and move them, they sell. And I moved these out to the garage where I keep my shoes, and they sold. Somebody offered me $16, and I wanted to get rid of them. I was like, yep, they cost me $2. That's enough. $10 profit. No, I know it's not a great profit, but I just didn't want to hang on to these for any length of time. I took the money and moved on. Next item over on Mercari. I had sold a set of 6 of these last week. The wood tulips. They might have looked a little different, but I had bought the big box for $4, and I broke it up into 3 sets, and this was the smallest set. So they bought a set last week for $45, and then came back and bought the last 3 I had for $25.32. So I would say I probably made at least $100 on this box that I paid. I actually paid $2 for the whole box. So happy with that. And the person in California must have been happy because they came back and bought the last of them. And over on Etsy. I only sold 2 things on Etsy. One of them being this antique grave marker, and this I sold for $99, and the cost to me on it was $5. And this salt and pepper shaker for $24, cost to me on it was 50 cents. And that was everything that I got sold last week. And if you wouldn't mind, I hope you would like to like and subscribe this video. And I hope to see you again. I hope that your sales are doing great, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.